time I seen you, what was it? We was at the Trap Genius joint. And
Yeah.
like, what was your role in that? Because I know we was walking around and you was like, yo, I did this. I did it. I'm like, even the street signs and shit. I'm like, yo, how you find that? What was like, what was your
Just-
bullshit with that?
Just walking around New York. But yeah, it was the Harlem Trap Genius Museum, and it was a dedication to Harlem, the culture of Harlem. And each room, we had a brownstone. The brownstone was rented out to have each room have a theme. So we had one room which was a hustler's room, another room which was a young boys room based back in the like early 2000s. And a lot of items were personal from home because I've always collected these things from New York just because I love New York, and every little thing that I can, even the coffee cups, I take them and I
seen
just,
like in one of the rooms, I think it was a rail room with the polo sheets.
Yeah.
Yo, people would die for those polo sheets. I remember when I was in
Classic.
college. When I was in college, you could only find like those polo sheets in twin size, but in college, but it's twin size extra long. I'm like, damn, this not gonna fit. But to
But
see
you made it
that,
fit.
yeah, like to see that was so dope. Like, you know what I mean? That's stuff that we could resonate. When you see that, it's like, nah,
that's
that
a
was
fact. I know that when I put them there, I said I have to put these here because I know that it's something everyone can relate to, everyone can remember. And if you didn't have it, someone else had it.
fast. Even
So-
the JanSport book bag and all that.
Yeah.
You ever seen you made a chance to go see that shit, Just?
The Trap Museum? Now
yeah.
I know about it.
Oh,
Though.
it was beautiful.
But it's good to know that you actually did the set the chorus. Like, I had no
Yeah,
idea about that.
There was
And-
this one hallway where we had clouds, and so I put clouds up there because it was called Heaven in Harlem. And I wanted it to look very heavenly and whimsical and light and airy, but I also wanted it to look like grandma's hallway because it was a hallway. So we put little old school picture frames.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but it was such a vibe.
I
It was
love
beautiful.
that.
Each room was beautiful. Each room, it gave the story. It was wonderful.
And
Yeah, I
for
wish
me,
you
I
went.
loved it. Like just like just from being from Harlem. Like if you was from Harlem and you was like considered somebody or popular, you was definitely on the wall in there, and that's what I like because
Yeah.
it made you feel a part of something. You know what I mean? Like
And that's important. Harlem needs love. Harlem needs to get
Oh,
its
dude.
recognition. Yeah.
that's a fact.
That's
Just, you
yeah.
definitely should have seen that. That shit was
Yeah, I
so
was surprised
fire,
the
bro.
fuck I didn't see that shit.
Word.
Yeah, it was a vibe. I wish it was still going on.
Yeah,
wish so
because
too,
how long
'cause
was,
I-
how long was it up for?
About a month.
About a month, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was telling
Weekends
Ralph,
only.
like, yo, you got to get this shit like going, like just
wanted
for,
to,
like, you know what I mean?
It
I
should
wasn't-
it should have stayed there. The fact that
Yeah.
it was in a brownstone, that's what I love that.
Yeah.
And it was in the
Different.
Brownstone, Wow.
Yeah,
So I
it was
remember
in a
the Trap
brownstone.
Trap Genius barbecue cookout in 2017.
Okay.
That right there was.
I don't think I made it to that. You was there for that?
No,
Where
no.
was that at?
It was right at home.
Okay. I didn't
No.
make it to that.
But I heard that was good too.
It was a massive. A lot of people came out to that.
I see you enjoyed yourself.
Just what you got going on today, bro? I know you got the sneaker joint coming up.
Yeah, right now I'm doing a sneaker panel with Cindy Jeans that my homie, the Bronxer, gave me the opportunity to be a part of, the panelists. He wanted me to be a part of it because he see me doing a lot of buzz with the sneakers, and we're just with the art, you know.
That's a
So
fact.
he just wanted to give my 2 cents and my creative outlook on the whole sneaker game, how the culture is improving, and getting towards the masses now.
Right.
Nowadays, so
Okay.
actually got that right now, but this is way more important
Right.
that I feel because too.
Yeah,
you've been
you know it's always love,
You've been
bro.
showing love since I first started creating.
Yo, I swear, I got so many paintings that I think, how many paintings now in my house that you made? 4 or 5? I think 6.
I
6
love
of
that.
them. Like, you know what I mean? I show even my
And
coworkers.
you got a big boy. I
That's
was
a
like,
fact. I got a big one. I mean, when I first moved here, I'm like, I'm moving. You feel me? I'm like, my building is nice, and you got to be a part of that apartment. You get what I'm
Like,
saying?
I love that.
Everybody I know, all my friends, like she's like one of the first ones that actually. I'm talking about like for a big ass original
I love
piece.
that. She a real one.
Yeah, bro,
real
because
one,
it's dope. Like, even like when I be at work and I be showing his stuff, they like, yo, when did he think of, how the fuck he thought about putting that? Like, you know
I
what I mean? On
love that.
sneakers and all that. Like, I'm like, bro, wait till you see the show, bro. We'll talk about that. Like, what made you just, like, you know what I mean? Stuff from that. Because, I'm cool with Jay West. That's the only real paint, that's the only painter that I know
my
besides
big
you.
brother right there.
And, like, your style is different, feel me? But I love his shit too. Like, me and Wes went to college together, and then like yours is just like it's both unique in its sense. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it paint a picture. Jay West got a whole story with it, and you got a story with it. Like, that's some shit you never gonna see. Like,
They're beautiful.
the flowers on a Nike
Beautiful.
check on sneakers.
Beautiful.
You get what I'm saying? And he's
It's
doing
clean,
it,
and it's clean,
like,
too.
You doing it with, like, tell him, bro, like,
with
hand, like,
paint
you
and
know what I
shit,
mean?
Yeah. So like
Wow.
just to piggyback off with Jay West, you know, because that's one of my big brothers, you know, and one of my many idols in this art game. And it's funny that we actually, one of my main collaboration pieces that I ever did was like with two artists, and that's one with my cousin Ron Draper, and the second one was with Jay West.
Okay.
You know, so that's actually like the first artist I actually had like a real genuine collaboration with.
Nice.
You know, to see like our life forces like merging together. Like
Yeah.
I know, because we have like similar tastes, you know, like similar mindsets, similar energies. You know, we both named Justin.
That's a fact.
Wow.
Both
That's a
born in
fact.
November.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a fact. That's a fact. I didn't even peep that. That's
So
a
there's
fact.
a lot of synergy between like me and Jay, you know, so that's how we always kept like a good camaraderie between one another. It's almost like, I remember we did like a live painting collaboration in Harlem, and that felt like a Jay-Z Kanye moment, you know,
Oh,
him being
nice.
Hov,
Nah, that's fine.
you know, my crazy ass being Nick.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine.
I love that.
And shit like that little essence right there, like that's how much like I admire him and appreciate his artwork, you know, his craft. Because he's been in this game when I first started creating, like he already was in this art world, you know. So for me to see him and actually like I used to tell myself like, yo, I'm gonna know this nigga, you know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
that's
to this
fire.
nigga, you know. So
Nah,
I
that's
started
fire.
me getting better with my craft. You know, I
Nice.
started like going places and meeting different people and different opportunities and network. You know, we ended up merging together. And
Meant to be, manifested.
been
it.
bros ever since.
Yes.
You know,
So
since
I always-
2013.
I'm like a strong believer in, like, you know, like as creators, I feel like your work be like speaking for itself.
Oh, that's a
because,
fact.
Like, even a lot of people that I have like for the show and stuff like that, you may not know that person personally, but you had to see something that they made. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
And
know of
that
that
speaks
person,
that
yeah.
speaks volumes. You feel me? Because I feel like when you're a creator, people will like you, but it's like if they feel like your shit ain't popping, it's like they don't really take you serious.
Like,
you
that's
get
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
and keep
yeah,
it moving.
and they really, but we do the same thing because you'll look at certain brands, you'll be like, oh, that's cool, but it ain't that. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. I always be wondering like, what's everybody like struggle like starting like from the ground up? Because I know me, like when I first started doing film was like my B plan. I used to play ball when I was younger. And I remember my uncle sat me down one day like, yo, if ball don't work out, what should be playing? And I'm like, I want to make music videos. I was a kid.
Nice.
I was like 15, 14, like, you know what I mean? But I always knew, like, I want to make videos because that's what I grew up on, watching
Beautiful.
music videos,
Of course.
watching movies, you know what I mean? So ball was my A plan, and that was the thing. It wasn't even that ball didn't work out. I just stopped. You know what I mean? And still to this day, I regret that. Like,
You just carry the same fundamentals into the same
Right,
path.
you know what I
'Cause
mean?
love the fact that you say ball was your A plan, because that's been my whole foundation. Within basketball was my whole foundation.
that's crazy.
Within everything, B. You know, once I found out, you know, alright, my nigga, you ain't going to the league, nigga. So
Yeah. You gotta
need to
switch
be
it up a
smart,
little
my
bit.
nigga.
Nah,
You
that's
know,
a
so,
fact.
and I feel like a lot of people need to get that, you know, that accountability within ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that, all right, we ain't gonna get to this point, let's move to another path and shit. So, but carrying that foundation within basketball, I just apply the same fundamentals into art, you know. And I told one of your production crew and how we've been doing the roses, you know. I didn't go to art school. As soon as I graduated high school, 2009, it's like shit. I didn't know what I really wanted to do, but I knew what I liked, you know, and I like cooking at that time. You know, I love to
Okay.
eat, you know, my high ass shit. Always hungry and shit. So I figured like, yo, why not learn like a real natural ability, you know, and be good at it. So I went to
Right.
culinary school.
Okay.
Went through that
Nice.
experience, you know, shit. I feel like, yo, you really a slave in this shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of labor. You know, it's a beautiful job, don't get me wrong, but you really have to be
Because it's like the
passionate.
production, you want it to look nice. First of all, as
There's a
when
lot
you
that goes
eat,
into
when
it.
you eat in, it's like, oh no, that look good. If it don't look good first, you
Yeah.
don't want that shit.
Exactly. But what I loved about it, like the whole culinary experience, it taught me more and helped me and shaped me more within art too, because the discipline and the fundamentals and the factor, because you can't play with food. You know,
Facts.
food is a valuable, vital necessity. You know, so you cook something the wrong way, that's life or death. You know,
That's a
so
fact.
that gave me a more sense of appreciation up towards like when you start something, you gotta have that delicate of like you bring in life and you actually going to present it to someone with life, you know, so you want to match that energy at all costs. So having that basketball fundamentals and that culinary experience, I just apply both into my art, you know.
Yeah, nah, that's dope.
You know, just
Cause
wait.
it's so crazy. I went to school. I was in college for a minute. I did 5 years in college. I got my associate's degree, my bachelor's, and my master's. Like
Okay.
all in film. But it's so funny because like I had friends back then and I'd be like, yo, you know that shit ain't nothing but a piece of paper, right? You know what I mean? And that's a fact. Until you work and and I did it for 2 reasons. My second reason was like it'd be my backup plan just in case none of this shit work and I gotta work a 9 to 5. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then it's like they have to pay me to
Yeah.
a certain degree because it's like, yo, you got this. You feel
Of course.
me? And then like my first thing, like why I always like went straight through with school is because like nobody in my family graduated. Like, you feel me? So I had to like break that chain. Like, you feel me? Like my mom's always was like, nigga, go to school. I don't care if you get a C. I don't care if you get a D. Just go to school and finish.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so once I had it in my mind, like, all right, cool. When I get my master's, I want to do it in City College just to bring the trophy home. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
City College in Harlem. Like, you get what I'm
Yep.
saying? So that was my thing. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to go there. We gonna finish out, and to the point where my family looking at me like, damn, you went through this shit so fast. I need to go to school. Like, let me just go, cause maybe it'd be quick for
Made
me.
it look
Like, you get what I'm
easy.
saying? I made it
Yo,
look
it's
easy.
never too late.
And
my
nah.
Nana, she's 84, you know, and she's
Nah,
went back to
that's a
take her
blessing.
master's
Okay,
class.
Nana.
That's a blessing,
I'm like,
for real, for real.
It is.
And that
We're always
automatically
learning.
changed
We're always
perspective.
learning.
Yeah.
Always.
There's no L's in life. You
Nah,
take away
that's a
that L,
fact.
you forever earn it.
That's
Nah,
a
that's
fact.
a fact. It's like now, like, you know, I have a younger sister. She just graduated from college, so it's good. Like, you know what I mean? Keep
Nah, you
the
set
we
the
keep the
example.
momentum going. Like, all right,
Right.
cool. This what we doing. Like, either you know, if it's for a paper or not, it's like we have that
You
under
feel
the family.
accomplished.
You feel
Either way,
accomplished for
yeah.
sure. Like, and then. You know, like I said, like with jobs, they look at you different. Like, oh, you got what? Oh, all right, cool. That's what we doing. You feel me? We gonna go with you because they think in their mind, you know what you doing. Like I was telling my camera crew, like I need to be on more sets because school didn't really teach me how the things that I learned on my own with film. Like, you know what I'm saying? I learned mad shit from YouTube and
Absolutely.
Google. You know what I mean? Or just like
Yeah.
hitting people up, like, yo, what's this? Like, even, you know, they talking
just
to me
life
about
itself,
certain things
just
that I
going through
need. I'm
experience
still
of life.
Googling shit.
That's why I
with
said
a
we're still
master's
learning.
degree, bro.
Always,
Like,
always
you get what I'm
learning.
saying? So it's like school just teach you. It's just structure. And I always had structure. That's my thing. Like, if you tell me to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm there. You tell me not to do something, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right,
If you,
right, right,
that's
right.
that's what school was for me. To just give me the structure and just like to pace me in that sense. But other than that, I'd rather be on the set because that's where I'm gonna get the experience and that's
Yep.
where I'm gonna learn. Like, oh shit, you don't do that.
It's
No,
so
this is-
different being hands-on. Absolutely.
Of course.
Of course. Like I'm a visual learner. Like I can see it, but doing it is so different. I can't. If I'm reading a textbook, I could read it, but it's not the same as
Right.
actually doing it. And but once I'm able to see something, I'm like, okay, I know how to do that. Like just looking at it, or if I see like a space in the wall, I'm like, visually, I know that can fit there.
Right.
Yeah, see,
But-
that's dope.
Yeah, but
That's
some
dope.
people need the measuring tape, and I'm
Yes.
like, no, it just
That's
it's
Because I
different,
ain't gonna
yeah.
lie, like even like, you know, like you move into apartments, the first thing you think of is the decor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like before I moved here, I had 2 other apartments prior, and I thought the apartments was dope. Until my girlfriend came to my house and she's like, I mean, it's alright, it's cool for you, but this not what we gonna do when we move together. You feel me? And I'm like, yo, and I know I'm like, yo. My brother, he's into that. Like, he's into decor. He's setting
Nice.
up things. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll walk in his house
It
and it's like, a
matters.
girl live here? Like, you get what I'm saying? Because he's into that. So I'm like, yo, I know exactly what to get you for your birthday, bro.
Aw,
I
nice.
got him a just painting. And I'm like, nah, when I move, I'm getting a painting too. You feel me? Because the core
Oh, yeah,
set
the boards.
it set the
Yeah.
tone.
Nice.
You know what I mean? You walk, that's just
Those
like you walking
things
here.
matter.
Exactly.
Those details matter in every way.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. Do you have a hard time with like sticking to the script of like being you? Because I know, like, for me personally, that's like when I got dreads. For years, I always had a wash and set. That was my thing. Everybody know Tutu for having long hair, ponytail, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Had that ponytail
And then
it,
you know, I just started tapping more into myself. So I'm like, I was natural for a year. During COVID, I was natural for about a year, and I'm like, you know, that whole wash and set thing took a strain on my hair. You get what I'm saying? I never got a perm before. My hair was just, you know, I just get a blowout. And I'm like, yo, my hair it's thinning out, but it's growing. Long thin hair for me wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta figure something out where my hair gonna be healthy, it's gonna grow, and I'm not putting no heat. So I'm like, yo, fucking, I'm gonna dread it up.
Nice.
So now when people see me, it's like, It's cool, but I ain't expect. I missed the ponytail. And it's like, yo, you want my old shit, buy my old album,
That's
bro.
a
That's how I'm on it because you feel
We're always evolving.
Exactly.
Because we're always learning.
Yeah, so it's like, do y'all have a hard time with that? Like, you know, sticking to the script and just still remaining you, like, and not worrying about like what the outside is gonna think. Because sometimes, you know, as creators, we still doing things that we want to please. You know, you don't want to make people happy, like, because they gotta. You know what I mean? Buy our shit. They got to
Right, you
support,
gotta be of
but
service.
you don't want to
gotta
shy away
adapt.
from you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all got issues with that?
Definitely gotta remain true. I mean, for me, I've learned through time that I have to stay true. Because when I do step out and I do things that don't feel like within my comfort level, I don't feel like it's natural. I feel like I'm being restricted. I feel, and I don't like that feeling. I like to feel free. I like to feel like I can actually express myself. But with structure and guidelines, I can manage, but it feels like weight on me. And I'm all about like energy, and if something doesn't feel right, like my body, my body will exude that.
Right.
But yeah, I like to just, you know, continue to be myself, but I'm still learning myself.
Yeah. But that's growth too. Even knowing that, you know what I mean? Because even as you know, adults, some adults we just breeze through life. Like,
Oh, yeah,
bro, you
man.
still
I
got
say that
learning
all
to
the
do, and
time.
somebody be like, learn now.
Yeah, you
I'm an
get
adult.
so-
And that's the
complacent.
powerful thing, to know that you actually want to learn and that you can learn, because some people do go on and they're just stagnant, complacent, and they're just going on every day, just it is what it is. But to want to learn, to want to build, like, that's powerful to have that within yourself.
That's a fact.
I'm just gonna piggyback off from both of y'all, you know, because I got it's kind of been interesting in me being myself, you know, because I'm learning more in being myself and how fascinating it is, like, to other people, you know. Just to give you an example, just my hair, you know, just like
Which I love.
Nah, the hair is super dope, bro.
It's the first thing I
was telling
saw.
you, I remember when you had the
Word.
Caesar, your shit grew mad fast.
You know, but it has like a lot of pros and cons, you know, because there's a lot of emotions that I haven't experienced yet, you know, that I'm not used to, you know, as far as like being a man, you know, as far as like a lot of women come up to me and express it to me, like, how you got beautiful hair, you know, and I know how much hair is important towards women in that community, you know, and the importance of it, you know, and I know the stigma of it as well, you know, because I grew up with a lot of households. I got 6 sisters and 3 brothers, so.
Oh, shit.
Big
Yeah.
love.
Right.
Word.
So, but seeing that that demographic and that energy, you know, then it's like, shit, nigga, you the one with the good hair, nigga. it's like why you know? So I get a lot of praise, and even when I'm getting praise, I can still feel the energy. It's like, damn, why you know?
Yeah.
So it's like me getting used to it and being like, not letting my ego get in control of that, you know, because a nigga will,
Facts.
shit, what? Nigga,
Facts.
I'll manipulate all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, so
Facts.
it's like learning that balance and like knowing your power,
Yeah.
you know, and not over abusing your power, you know, and what you was blessed with. You
Right.
know, because a lot of times people are like, yo, how you get this? How you get that? I'm like, yo, just genetics, bro. Like, I can't even
Word.
explain it. I don't do shit.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's just so funny because you full black.
Yeah,
It's so funny when you have a good grain of hair. The first thing they think is you Spanish.
right.
You know what I mean? Like my hair was a certain way, and it's like, nah, I'm telling you too, you mix. Your pops is not that. I'm like, bro, my pops is black, bro. First of all,
Right.
my pops don't even got no hair. The hair is gone. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, people, you know what I mean? They can't. Bro, black is beautiful, bro. We got good skin too.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like we
Yes.
got good skin, we got good hair, all of that. We got
All
good brain.
that,
You feel
all
me?
that.
So it's just certain things. That's why I asked, like, do you feel like forced to be something that you're not? And you know, cause it's hard sometimes. Like some people just critique shit. I got so much of that.
Right.
Like criticism could even make you. You gotta just be a strong individual. You get what I'm saying?
I'm learning
Get
that.
critiqued all the time. Like I said, with me just changing my hair, it's like I'll be at work, right? And a joiner just walk in like, yo, I didn't expect that, take that out. But you got everything made up. You got your body made up, and there's no shade to that. That's fine. But how about I don't like that?
Yeah.
Right.
How about I don't like your wig?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I didn't ask you your opinion. Why you telling me your opinion
Yeah.
on me? You get what I'm saying? But if if I was like, you know what I mean, wasn't strong-minded, that could break me. You know
Of
what I'm saying? Her
course.
saying that every time she
Nah,
see
it's
me.
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Feel
That
me?
is
Words are
true.
powerful.
That is true.
Yeah, words are
That's true.
definitely powerful. So it's like, yo, bro, like you gotta chill. But I always and that's one thing like I appreciate about myself. Like even just growing, like I stick to what I
you.
like even down to like my garments and stuff, like things that I wear. Like I would love to go and buy something from like Gallery Dep or something like now. You get what I'm saying? But if the money don't permit that, I'm not gonna stress myself
Right.
out either. I'm gonna wear some old rugby shit that I got,
That's a fact.
and we gonna
Same.
talk about that. Like you still got that? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
look how
got
I
no
made
problem
this shit
throwing it
cool
on.
now.
Like
That's
this
for
sweater,
sure.
I had this shit for years. I don't got no problem
Vintage.
throwing it on because that's just me. I keep stuff, and everybody always say that to me, like, yo, how you still got shit from? I got things that I wore from a kid. I clean it because you never know when it's your last. You get what I'm saying? That's my.
I have a cousin who makes fun of me for that. She's like, "This is from high school. You still have this?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl, it's a classic piece."
Yeah, but guess what? Nobody got it
You-
That's a
no,
fact.
at this
no.
time.
And that's how I still have the polo sheets and the
See?
JanSport and all those.
No.
I just love nostalgia. I love to be able to. I still have my Game Boy, the original Game Boy, all of that.
Crazy. Yo, remember the Gigapads?
I still have mine.
That's-
A Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Tamagotchi.
In the plastic.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And the yo-yos and shit. Niggas was getting in trouble for the walking yo-yos in the class, bro. But
Like, yo, let me see. I could walk the dog.
that's a
Yo, trying to do that
fact.
pyramid shit. Like,
Yes, that's a fact.
That was fun.
Nah, it
Yo.
definitely was fun. I just feel like, you know, things like that is just like imperative. Like, you know what I mean? Just stick to your shit. Like, I'm gonna keep my old shit. I don't care how old I get. When my kid grow up, throw this on. They
My
gonna-
daughter made fun of me for my shoes. I'm like, girl, I love these. She's like, I don't want to go outside with those. And then she started making me feel the type of way. I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't wear them. And I was like, nah, I'm going to wear them.
Yeah.
And then I went outside. She was with me, and I was getting compliments. I'm like, you see, girl?
Yeah.
You see?
You
I was like,
gotta
you got to
love it
do
first.
things that makes you feel good, no
Right.
matter how other people make you feel about
Right,
it.
and it's funny that your daughter, you see how your daughter almost knocked you down, and you was
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't even be wearing
was
this.
like,
Like,
damn, should I?
your daughter just she got a heavy influence on you, and vice versa. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could tell my
definitely.
moms right now, Mom, what are you doing? And she'd be like, no, take it off. Like, you feel me? But I could walk in her house and she'd be like, that's not you today. The sweatsuit is not giving that. Take that off. You feel me? And I'll come home like, babe, you don't even like this sweatsuit? Because my moms ain't like it. You feel me? So, I mean, it's all about.
Sometimes you gotta be like, you know, fuck that niggas. Like,
Yeah,
this
that's
shit's
a fact.
hot.
Yeah, I'm
Niggas
wearing
give a
this,
fuck.
bro. Like, it was a style I remember I tried a minute ago. Like the whole, you know, like just like the high socks and, you know, tucking the sweats in the socks. But if you notice, it don't be for everybody.
No.
Like, and it's something so simple, but it's like, yo, everybody can't tuck their sweatpants in their socks. You gotta
Or they're
stick
doing
to
it wrong.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like, what's the right and wrong way of tucking something?
That's when I started learning more about alchemy. You know, it's basically just when you bring things down to the science, to little details, like this table. Like, what's the foundation of this table? And you start breaking it down. Because literally, everything comes from the soil. Everything. Like, when my elders told me that, everything comes from the soil, everything. It's like, you break it down like this shit came from the soil, this came from the soil, those cameras came from the soil, you
Right.
know? So when you start thinking about those little tangibles, it's like, oh shit, all right, cool. So I don't love it. How else anybody's gonna love it? You know,
Right,
I'm not
that's a
putting that
fact.
same love and energy into this because when I wear this, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like,
That's
this
a
shit is
fact.
hot.
I like it.
Yep.
This is love.
I love
you know?
it. I love
Fact.
As long
it.
as I'm making sure I'm putting quality and effort to it,
That's a fact.
boom. When my man's Phil hit me, I was like, oh shit, he want 2 pants? Oh shit. And like, I ain't gonna lie, like once he,
Then you knew you was on the right track.
right, mad people start hitting me up after that too. I was like,
Also
oh.
staying true to yourself.
Right,
You stay true
you
to
know,
yourself.
so-
And look at that.
And
The
you-
confirmation.
You find other energies who will match that, who will see significance in that same quality, you know, because quality match quality. You
That's
know?
a fact.
Energy match energy, you know. So even with certain people, like when I meet certain people, I had to be at a certain energy, I had to be at a certain
No,
spirit,
that's
I had to be at a
fact.
certain
That's fact.
time, even to be in the atmosphere.
That's a fact.
You know, because we all have our own worlds.
That's a
You
fact.
You know, that we all orbering against one another. You know, so even right now, I gotta be at a certain mind point. Even waking up, I have to be at like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna curve. Nah.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
no, but real shit. Cause like you said, like even just waking up. Like some days I wake up, like when I'm going to work, and my girl said that today. She like, well, you up early. You lucky you don't gotta go to work. Cause she a nurse. She going to work.
Yeah.
Feel me? But she's in school for that, and that's what she want to do. when I go to work, I'm doing something that I don't want to do.
Right.
You feel me? So every morning it's a struggle for me. When I woke up today, I was like, I'm waking up. You know what I mean? I'm good. Like, I'm not tripping. You get what I'm saying? But it's the energy that the job brings to me. It's not nothing positive. You get what I'm saying? So it's like every day, like, I'm going to work and I got to put in my mind, like, you may have to be aggressive today. And I'm not an aggressive person.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody in the street that really know me and see me at work, they'll be like, yo, you're bugging. Because that's not who I am. At work, I'm a totally different person. On a calm day, I'm calm. I'm me. But when it get like high intense, like, I'm bugging. And then I gotta like check myself, like, why you just told that kid what you told that kid? But he told me some shit.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, nah,
Sometimes
I gotta,
you gotta match that. Sometimes.
yeah, I gotta match your energy. And it's like, yo, I don't even, first of all, to match your energy and to get there, I never even been there. So I may be even scared to get to that level because I don't know where it's gonna take me, not you. Because I know I could lose my job. I may possibly get arrested. I ain't never been arrested, bro. So for to have the cops come in here, now I'm lit. Like, you feel me? So to take it there is like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Because you know what I mean? I walk into work, a kid may tell me SMD, may tell me like, I ain't getting up, do something.
Oh my goodness.
Feel me?
You be like, nigga, what?
They may, right.
That one nigga, what?
Right. Kid may spit on me.
Oh no.
Off rip. In the morning, I'm drinking hot water, and that's my thing. You spit on me, the water may go on you. That's you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, like, I'm always at defense. And it's like, it's for me, like, at work, like, it helps me, but it like stagnate my growth. Because if my mind was somewhere else, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just off rip thinking to be defensive. When somebody could just be critiquing something and telling me something. Exactly.
Right.
Now, I mean, somebody could just be like, yo, your sneakers is cool, but I don't like that they thick at the bottom. Now I'm ready to bug out. For what? Just because I was up. But some people do that, but you gotta, I just be liking I just try to be conscious, like, you know what I mean, of my environment, where I'm at, the people was saying was, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to take nothing personal, but it's like, you know, some things you know you got to take that personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a pushover, but you know what I mean? I just be battling back and forth with stuff. So it should be hard, I ain't gonna lie.
Again, a part of learning yourself.
Exactly.
We're always learning.
Exactly. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I remember me and my homegirl, Deja, we had a YouTube channel. Well, we still got the YouTube channel. And we would just vlog, and we like, yo, we gonna vlog and we just gonna see where it goes. Like, we end up stopping because, you know, life happens and stuff. That shit you gotta be consistent with. And the views don't be matching. Like, Deja is popular. She'll post something on Instagram and you'll be like, what the fuck? She got 2,000 views on nothing. Like, she just posting herself. But we'll post on YouTube, we got about 90 views.
Yeah.
How you do that? You know what I mean? Like, how you battle with seeing that? Because that could be discouraging.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You post something or you put something out and it's like, damn, only 3 people hit me up. Is it fire? You get what I'm saying? Like, how y'all deal with that? Because that shit, I ain't gonna lie, it's discouraging for me.
It is
You know what I mean?
discouraging. For me, I take it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just still do it because I believe what I'm doing. I believe what I'm putting out there, and I'm trusting the path that I'm on. Although, yes, it does get discouraging. And sometimes I'll post something and I'll delete it because I'm like, let me archive it instead of deleting it. But it is discouraging. But again, I remember to myself, like, all right, even though other people don't understand it, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm just be faithful to myself and just continue to do it. But
And believe it or not, like, yo, we was talking earlier, like, those one, I was just talking about you too. Like, when I first started creating, you know, like, you and Quay was one of the first people that showed love. You know, I pulled up to almost every event that I did.
Nice, bro.
I wasn't even expecting that.
Real one.
You
That's
know?
a fact.
Like, literally, you know, because whenever I did an event, when I first started creating, you know, I intentionally didn't invite nobody. You know, because I didn't want to hear no no's.
yeah.
You know, I wasn't ready for, like, nah, I can't come and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, but and to see them, to show they willingly do that shit, I'm like,
I
what?
love that, yeah.
That right there changed my whole perspective and provided me with more reassurance, like, and what I need to do, you know? So, once again, thank you.
You know that,
because
bro.
you already
Love
know that growth. I know we was talking about this earlier. You know, that growth between me, you, and Quay, you know, it's significant to me because, like, I literally met them when they first started out. They own creative outlets.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Quay with the garment industry, two with the whole film industry, me in the whole art industry. You know, so and just to see the growth within these past 8-9 years,
Yeah.
it's like it's fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
it provides more reassurance
Absolutely.
that we still gonna go through the same struggles, you know, but
Yeah.
the struggles gonna get more lighter. More lighter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Because
the
you're more
same, but
aware of
more
yourself.
lighter.
Yeah, for,
You know?
for
You're
sure.
more aware of yourself. Yeah. And then, you know, with repetition, it just
Yeah.
becomes easy because you're joyous also. You've been doing it, you feel it, the reassurance.
For real.
Yo, it's so funny because I say that shit like, you know, you'll hear rappers talk about that shit like, yo, more money, more problems, right?
I
And
I
then, like,
refuse
the-
to say that.
Yo, but I be feeling like that
Nah,
shit
but-
is true.
no, that shit is
But
true, though.
to,
That shit is
like,
true.
you know, like he said, like you just start to balance it. Balance is like imperative, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like, cause even like I said, just moving. Like I'm a person like change gives me anxiety. It could be positive change, negative, whatever. It gives me anxiety. Moving is like, damn, am I gonna like it there? Am I gonna be able to maintain that shit? You know what I mean? Like even when I moved out my mom's crib, I'm like, my goal was to not go back. Even though I got a room there.
Yeah, because
But bro,
you gonna feel like a failure.
yeah, I'm getting older. I can't go back, bro. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So it's like, yo, nah, I gotta make sure I'm doing what the fuck I need to do. You know what I mean?
But you know
So-
what's crazy about that? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
You
that's
know,
fine.
because my elders had to like teach me about that whole significance. You know, especially like us being an urban community and culture. You know, it's only like that because we're in this western part of the world. You know, in this certain system.
Yo,
you know,
I heard this before.
What
This
do you
shit play
mean?
like
It's-
deja
it's
vu.
true, 'cause,
Deja vu.
I was just talking about Deasia, about inheritance, about the true inheritance,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, whatnot. Inheritance comes from the mother, your family, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's passed down generations and generations and generations. And with the black community, within us, that shit died off, you know. With the other groups of people, you know, these white people, you know, it's been carried on. Because the majority of these white people or these people that's in power now or that's really up, they own power off of inheritance, you know, of the family sticking together, you know.
That's a fact, yeah.
Prince Harry, Prince William, they living off Queen
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That
for sure.
shit, that family never separated, so why do we have to separate from our mothers and our fathers? You
Nah,
know?
that's facts.
You know,
That's facts.
keeping the whole divide and conquer, you know. So if I move away from my mom's, who's protecting my mom?
Right.
You know,
Right. Yo,
who's gonna pass down that inheritance?
Right.
You know, that she built. You know, Well,
That makes me think about like my daughter moving out. I'm like, I don't want her to. I love having
See?
her there.
See?
right. You know, so like our whole tradition, the whole black culture, the whole black dominance, it all started with unity. And that whole unity started with family. You know,
The most important.
and the black family is the most disconnected family and all the groups of all these
Crazy.
motherfuckers that's living in this world today, B.
Crazy.
You know, so we gotta get down to the whole reality of everything, because even when as far as like my business, as far as like support and what I create, even my funds and where I'm getting like economically funds and shit like that, you know, yeah, it's cool that a lot of white people do fund my business and shit like that. But I do want a lot of black people fund my business as well. But it's hard because it's a lot of disconnection within us and shit. Yeah, I'll be talking to my brothers, and I see the disconnection between us and our mothers. You know, like even me. You know,
Yeah.
I could talk from living example, and seeing the disconnection. Even though I have a good relationship between my mom, you know, I don't know her. You know, and I always been saying this time, like we really don't know our parents.
Yo, that's so funny that you said that, because I swear, like, as I get older, and no lie, my moms will tell you, like, Tutu is exactly how I wanted to be, but didn't have the structure to be. You feel me? And I follow all the.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? Like, my
That's
family,
deep.
like, invested in me, like, not just money, but just, like, you know,
Right.
knowledge, shit, time. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like as I get older, my moms don't really know me. Because it's like, yo, like, I'll tell
And
her,
it's
like,
vice versa.
right, because I'll tell her, like, yo, I had a bad day at work today, Mom, I had to curse somebody out. She's like, you cursed somebody out? Because she's more rowdy than I am. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not rowdy. She's rowdy and I'm calm. I'm like my pops when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So she'll hear stories and she'll be like, yo, somebody told me that you was outside cursing. I'm like, Ma, you know I'm an adult, right? Like, it's cool, bro. I could curse. Like, you know what I mean? And she's like, nah, but I don't hear you talk like that. But that goes back to what you said. Like, we don't be knowing them, and they don't, as we grow, and I don't live with her. So
Right.
it's like, every day I'm trying to grow. Like every day, like I'm not the same person I was last week.
No.
You get what I'm
Literally.
saying? So somebody may have said something last week to me that may have flowed. Like, you know what I mean? And today I'm not with it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So now when my mom's hear it, it's like, wait, but that was like, we had to sit down and I have to tell her, like, you're up on 100 and I'm on 20, bro.
Right.
Not even 20, I may be on 15. Just bring it down. You don't have to yell. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, for her, it's like, no, but yelling got you where you, no, bro, I'm here. Give me a second. You
Break
feel
the
me?
cycle.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
just
which is
chill.
like the same with my
Right.
mother as well, where I feel like, you know, we didn't really have like that close-knit where I understood her, she understood me. But now as we're getting older, I make more of an effort to get her to. But with my daughter and I, it's completely different. We talk about everything.
Right,
That's
exactly.
my homie.
And that's
like,
you breaking that.
yeah,
Breaking it,
absolutely.
yeah. mold.
Like I hug her all the time. I tell her I love her all the time. I'm constantly giving her reassurance, positive affirmations because I
Yeah.
saw how I needed that. So, which is why again we're always learning. But yes, and it's
Yeah.
important. It's important to be aware of that and to fix it and move forward and just to grow.
Nah, that's a fact. And my mom's always told me that too, like, grow.
And you're teaching her.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
teaching, and she don't even peep though.
She don't
I
even
feel like
know.
she don't peep, but it's like, you know what I mean. I'm teaching her, and we got a great we got a great bond. Like, you know what I mean. We speak every day. That's my homie. I can
Beautiful.
tell her things, like, you get what I'm saying. But initially, like, as a, you know what I mean, as a kid, it's like, damn, can I? No,
Right.
it's
It's always
like,
that hesitant,
but then when I
you
tell
know.
her, it's like, why you ain't tell me? I'm like, bro, cause you be tight. Like, I don't know if I could tell you, like, you get what I'm saying? But she taught me so much, like, as far as like principles, morals, that whether she may follow it or not, but she taught me, like, bro, this is what you do. You know what I mean? And just like I think I also feel like my family and her too. My mom was always like private, so like. That was my whole
Likewise,
thing.
likewise,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
That was my
same.
whole thing of like growing up. Like everybody is not accessible to me. You know what I mean? And some people will be like, "Yo, bro, like you want some whole shit? Like you sell drugs?" It's not that. It's like I feel like I want my friends and the people that I pick to feel special. So when you see them, you know, like, yo, Tutu just hollered at you from across the street, bro. What the fuck? You do something? Because I don't do that with everybody. Like, you get what I mean? And it's no shade to nobody, but
Nah.
I love who I love and I fuck with who I fuck with, and I let people in
I
who
feel like that's what
you
we're
know I mean?
supposed to do. you
Yeah,
know?
like-
And I can't be mad if anybody else do that, because like, yo, you need to do that.
Right.
You know, so that's like a form principle that we have to follow. You know, that's so we could keep what we
Right.
have. You know, for the longevity, for the longevity. That's all I care about, for longevity.
Nah, that's a fact. Cause I just feel like, you know, I'm not friendly.
Yeah.
I'm cordial. You know what I mean? I respect.
I'm kind.
I'm calm.
I don't like saying I'm nice. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
yo,
no,
I'm
I'm
not
not nice.
I'm not a
I'm not
nice
nice.
guy. You know, because you actually know the meaning, the root meaning, origin of
Right.
nice
Okay.
is the opposite. You know, it means you're stupid,
Ooh.
poor,
Ooh.
homely. You know the Italians be like, what are you, a nice guy? You know,
What, you a nice guy? Nah, that's a fact.
That
I'm
makes
telling you,
sense.
I'm telling you.
That makes sense. I've been saying I gotta stop being so nice.
Yeah,
No, I
because
really
then
do.
I feel like you get to a point where it's like people start to push over and then they don't care. Like, oh, she gonna be cool with it. No, I'm not cool with it, bro.
I used to be cool with it. And now, as like you, I've learned, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can't. Now, I'm learning. I've learned that I was very passive aggressive, and now I'm like, okay,
Likewise,
I can't be
likewise.
that way.
Yep.
Now I'm assertive in my calm
Yep.
manner because I'm calm. I don't like confrontation. I'm chill. I like to be happy. But I've learned now I need to be assertive. So if
Right.
I don't like something, instead of saying, nah, it's all right, don't worry about it, I'm good, I'm like, you know what? Actually, I'm bothered by this.
Yeah.
And I
That's
don't
what you
like
gotta
this.
do.
And I'm sorry if I'd offend you, but I'm staying true to myself and I have to stand up for me, which is why, you know, we're always learning. I keep
Literally.
going back to that, but
Really,
it's
we,
true.
we never gonna stop learning. I feel like even when we transition, we still gonna be learning. You know, still gonna be learning because like.
I love to learn. I love learning. And
no
even
L's.
like this, you say you did this on your own. I'm a self-taught artist as well. I did my first mosaic piece all by myself. I broke a glass and I'm like, let me keep that. I was walking down Riverside and I saw broken glass on the ground from a car window. And so I just picked it up and I said, I want to do something with it. It looked so beautiful. So I picked it up and I just put it in my pocket.
Oh, that's
I went
dope.
home and then eventually I figured out what I wanted to do with it and I made a mosaic piece. Never did it before and I did it and I loved it.
No, I love that
Nah,
because I
that's
always want the
fire.
confidence to do a mosaic piece too. You
Wait,
know, but
because What is a mosaic piece?
It's like what you know those.
So you get like shattered whatever it is. I've collected mugs, I've collected broken mirrors,
Okay.
and you put it down on the surface. You create an image with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
shattered glass,
yeah, it's
whatever.
almost
like
like
something
puzzle- it's
fucked
like
up,
puzzle
but you
art.
putting it together.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Shot glass,
That's
wood.
fire.
Yeah, I love it.
Metal.
I love it.
Fire.
I collage too. I cut up magazines and I collage.
That's so crazy because you into like not even like on just some personal shit. Or do you ever met somebody that like you put them together?
What do you mean?
Like as far as like you know we meet
Oh, hell
people
yeah.
like
Shit, I feel
people
like
be
that's-
broken,
That's
bro.
all. That's all my relationships.
Yeah. You put people together.
I feel like, I mean, we all give someone something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like because I love to. I've noticed I like to heal without
See?
even being
But
Yeah,
that
me
aware
too.
of
goes,
it.
that goes back to the art, though. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
healing, putting people together, like that's just, and that's just like your form of, that's your personality. At this point, like that's who you are. It's like, nah, she gonna fix you, bro, or she gonna try. You feel me?
I'm trying not to know
I'm
more.
glad you
I'm
said
working
that,
it
'cause,
I'm
like,
fixing myself and working.
Kind of
on
like
it.
in every relationship I get into, when I do decide to get in a relationship, it is almost like I am fixing my counterpart, you know, because I always say like your first teacher is your mother,
Word.
you know, no matter who you are, man,
Word.
woman, you know, your first teacher is your mother, depending on the situation with the household, you know. But primarily, your first teacher is your mother. So we learn everything from my mom. And me being a mama's boy, you know, it's crazy because my sister grew up living just like my dad. You know, I live up growing just like my mom. You know, very down to earth, quiet, stay to herself. You know, real independent. You know, don't really like asking for help. You know, and I realized like, yo, I have those same attributes. You know, even though it's good, it's also hindering me. You know, because I struggle with asking for help. Knowing I got people who, shit, will give me the whole world in the instant. You
Yeah.
know, so
Same.
even struggling with that, I had talks with my mom about that too. It's like, yo, you really need you need to start asking for help. You know, I be knowing I could feel the energy when she want to ask for help, even if she want to ask me for help, and she don't.
No, that's fact.
Edit
No,
it out.
yeah, cause your mom's gonna be like, okay, got it. Yo, nah.
Yeah, yo, but she don't even realize why I say motherfucker a lot. It's like motherfucker a lot.
Yep. I heard my daughter the other day. She goes, "All right, bet." She's like, "I'm gonna let them know we're gonna dip." I was like, "Where'd you
Dip.
learn
What are you
that
talking
from?"
about, dip?
I'm like, "Where'd you learn
Yeah.
that from?"
Yeah.
But yes, definitely.
So those little things are like, all right, cool. Let me be careful how I'm monitoring myself and how I realize I'm aware of myself, you know, and start admitting that towards like people around me, people that I love, you know, people that I actually fuck with, you know. So, cause I want people to learn. Even with my nieces and nephews, I told them like, yo, I want you to learn everything, the pros and the cons, you know, learn from now, you know. Cause what I tell my nieces and nephews now, it's like, yo, when I was growing up, I wish I could talk to my uncle or have my uncle talk to me or anybody in my family tell me things, you know, what's going on in their life in this time and how I should move forward.
Absolutely.
You know, because
that guidance is so important. So important.
None
And
of
then
that.
sometimes they think that because you're young or you're a child that they shouldn't know or they're too young for that. And no, it's actually the opposite. We're brilliant. We're smart. Children are brilliant. They're
Nah,
brilliant.
children,
What?
they definitely our future.
What?
Oh, that's a fact.
They definitely our
They
future.
gave me the confidence in being an artist. I forgot to tell you, I started as a preschool teacher.
That's dope.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Yes, I was working at Harlem Children's Zone. So once I
That's
started
crazy. I
working
worked there too. I was a
Yo.
teacher. I was a
I
teacher.
feel like who didn't
specialist
work
with
there at
film.
HEZ,
Yeah, you
my
had to
nigga?
work there. That's the foundation when you from Harlem, bro. You gotta work there
Who
first.
didn't work
Had
there?
the job there when I was 16.
Ah.
Yeah.
Started there. I started working there when I was like, as soon as I got out of high school. No, after I quit culinary, because when I was in culinary, I was working at the Cheesecake Factory and the Yard House at the same time.
Oh, wow.
And doing culinary classes.
Oh,
So
you
I was
was out
stressed
there.
out of motherfucker. I was miserable. Like my spirit, my soul, like I hated
You
people.
were drained.
Yeah.
It was drained.
You know, so once I got in that children atmosphere, like they literally gave me the confidence. It's like, yo, they little geniuses. Oh shit, he could do that. What?
They're impressive, yeah.
What? It also
And how
made
do you
me.
feel now with like creating?
Now it's like I still keep that same fundamentals. Like, yo, whatever I do, like, I mean, of course I wanted to appeal to my crowd and older, But if it doesn't gain the attraction of a youth, if a kid don't fuck with my shit, then I feel like, yo, I ain't doing it.
You ain't doing right.
You know,
Yeah.
I ain't putting out the right energy. It's not the right perfect piece. You know, if a kid don't love it, then
It's so funny because I started the whole LLC like with kids, like proving ourselves visually, POV. And
Nice.
the
And that's
kids-
when I first
when
seen you
stopped
tapping into your film, yeah.
That's when I stopped during COVID, but bro, I gotta get into that. Like I
Nice.
want to put it in the schools because schools don't be having film. I wasn't learning film as a kid.
I was just saying
I didn't learn
this,
that till like it's a college.
they take away creativity in school, which is the most important thing that they need. This creativity in
yeah, that's a
everything.
fact.
oh, they know,
in
they
everything.
know, they know,
To construct this whole place,
They
you
know.
need to have creativity.
they know.
It's so important.
They know.
That's a
so
fact.
important.
That's crazy because that's when I remember the movie theater on 116th
Where?
and shit.
Yes.
You know, the showcase.
Yup.
That's when I seen your film.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
Nah,
'Cause
that
my
was
boy
dope.
Sean did
I
the
feel like I've been
showcase
missing
too.
out.
Yeah, they did a film case with they was filming about cause it's been like a little like the real pandemic been the fucking zombies on fucking Lexington. you know.
Yes,
That's-
I did a documentary on that.
They did a documentary on that. you
Yeah.
know.
I
And this was before COVID, you know, so they was
I love
highlighting that
that.
that whole pandemic.
you.
know, yes.
I love that, and I'm glad that you caught that
Mm-hmm.
because although it is very present now, I feel like eventually it's gonna go get washed away.
Yeah, it is.
Because
course.
they're going so hard at gentrifying everything, cleaning everything,
First of
which
all,
is good to
it was,
clean up.
It
and-
was a big ass. I think it was like Pathmark something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pathmark.
125th and
They took
they
that
took
whole
that,
shit?
wiped that out. That's supposed to be
Gone.
good buildings.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. And they gonna all that zombie. They wiping that out because they don't want nobody coming outside their house dealing with that. You know what I mean?
And it's bad. It's so sad. I walk out there and I see all of that. It's sad to see, but
Yep.
it's also good to see because you're aware. Like this is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is still going on.
That should be giving me more fuel, you know, because like I said, pros and cons is everywhere, you know, so we have that choice. It's like, all right, cool. That's why I feel like a lot of people is not stupid, you know, ignorant, but we're not stupid.
Nah, we're
No,
not stupid.
not
You
at
know,
all.
because we
Definitely
choose,
ignorant, but not stupid.
you know, like I know if I drink this good shit go get me twisted. You
Yeah,
know, I'm gonna drink
for
it
sure.
anyways, nigga.
Niggas is conscious. You conscious? I
On
know
an
that.
empty
You know?
stomach.
Yeah, that's
Right.
just no, but that's just like I said, like I don't eat meat, I don't eat certain shit, and I know like if I wake up in the morning, if I'm on a diet and I'm not eating no carbs, why the fuck am I drinking?
Right.
What's going to absorb?
Right,
like you know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly,
Like
exactly.
just straight liquid in the body. We know what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
Wildin'.
You get what I'm saying? So I just want to toast to y'all. Though. I just want to,
yes,
you know what I mean? I
absolutely,
appreciate
yes.
y'all.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate
It was
y'all.
love, like
Yes.
you know what I mean. Just the whole. First
Definitely
of all, I
love.
just want to say this, like the commute, nigga. This is not across the street, so that's love. Just
course.
you already know, bro.
Man,
You
shit, if
my
you was
bro.
in this shit, Chicago and shit, I
I
would have
would've
been there and shit.
Yo, Wendy,
Be like, yo,
like
my flight just got here.
when I first walked into the whole trap shit, like what you was showing that you did, like it made me feel at home. Like I called my moms
I
to come
love
and
that.
see that. Like you know what I mean? Like
I love that.
it was dead ass inspirational. Like y'all motivate me. Y'all don't even know. Like bro, you.
I
So
love
you have
that.
no
Nigga,
idea.
I wake
God
up, I
damn.
see your paintings in my crib, bro. I always say, I
love
got
that.
Airbnbs and ATL, and I told
Oh, I
them
didn't
like,
forget. I ain't forget.
yeah, I'm like, yo, bro, the painting for that, I need it in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just inspiration, and I just want to thank y'all. Like,
Of
you know what I mean?
course.
Like, this shit is not light. It's super heavy. You get what I'm saying?
Come on, baby.
So
shit.
thank you,
It's
bro.
beautiful though.
It's a
Cheers.
matriarch system,
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
Come on,
Cheers.
B.
Thank you.
Oh, this a shot? Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
It's a shot,
Oh,
just
it's a deep shot.
Oh, Lord.
take the shot, man.
Shit.
We doing it?
Yeah, take the shot. I already took it. That's good. We lit.